Hey guys, it's Jessica at Seeds Insanity. It is a gorgeous day here in Tampa, Florida. It is, here, let me show you. Woo! Blue skies, baby. It is gorgeous. It is breezy. It is not cool. Actually, I just looked at the weather and it said that it was 68 degrees. Maybe it's just sitting in the sunshine because it does not feel 68 degrees at all. It feels like maybe a really gorgeous 77, but definitely not like 68 to me. Anyway, I am here sitting next to my front garden plot. The bees are happily buzzing behind me. I don't know if you can see them, but they're happy back there in the flowers. And right behind those flowers are what is left of all of my broccoli plants. I have about 14 broccoli plants right now that have just put on their crowns, and they look delicious. I cannot wait to get those out. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be harvesting the main broccoli crowns from my broccoli plants. Also, probably going to go ahead and harvest some of my rainbow Swiss chard. I have noticed since we've been getting a couple more warmer days here, we did get up in the mid 80s already, that I'm getting some of the lower leaves on some of these plants are starting to get a little funky. So I went ahead and trimmed some of those off just the other day. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the rainbow Swiss chard out of here. Probably not keep these broccolis long enough to worry about getting some of those extra broccoli shoots that'll come off. For those of you that don't know, when you harvest your broccoli head, if you just cut the head off and leave the plant, it'll send out some extra shoots. And so you'll get some extra small amounts of broccoli that way too. But I don't really have time for that. I gotta get these plants out of here. I need to get this ground ready to lay the rest of my drip tape down. I did make a little short beginning of a video the other day when we were putting the drip tape in another area. We had ordered the 8mm drip tape irrigation system from Haas Tools that came in. I did get it put in the other garden area, but I never made like a finishing portion to that video. I made the beginning and then I worked and then I lost track of time and then I never made the finished portion. So maybe I'll drop that in at the end of this video. It's not that exciting, but I don't know, filler. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that today. I wanted to tell you guys about something else pretty awesome. So I hope you've stuck around till this point to hear this announcement. I was on a group that I follow on Facebook. It's a Central Florida homesteading or Central Florida vegetable and fruit gardening group. And a guy named Rob Persons, who I've seen post there before. I think we might actually even be friends on Facebook just from, you know, gardening groups. He actually works with the YMCA out in Winter Garden. So it's the YMCA of Central Florida Winter Garden location. And they are getting ready or in the planning process for their spring event, which is a Healthy Kids event. So at that event, they do things about fitness and nutrition. And he had a really awesome idea to bring to the children the opportunity to plant their own seeds in their own pots that they can take home and grow their own healthy foods at home, which is awesome, right? Like anytime you can get kids out to do these kinds of things, that's the best. So he had put a post out asking to see if anybody wanted to help sponsor that portion of their event, or if anyone could provide any of the needed supplies. So I raised my hand immediately and said that I would love to help. So I did the only thing I could think of doing, which was immediately calling Haas Tools. That's where I like to get seeds from. The customer service is fantastic. The shipping speed is fantastic. The seed germination rate is fantastic. The people there are just so beyond nice and so beyond helpful. So they were the first people I thought of. So I actually just called in yesterday and spoke to Travis, and he helped me to, hold on. FedEx delivery truck, really loud. Anyway, Travis over at Haas helped me to pick some selections and make sure that we had enough seeds to send out to them. They were looking for about 1,500 seeds. I think we pretty well surpassed that. And we'll be getting some soil sent over for them to do their pots, and hopefully the pots themselves. I've contacted a friend who actually owns a nursery, and I'm gonna see if maybe she can help us to obtain those pots at cost for them. Because I just think it's such a wonderful idea and such a wonderful opportunity that Rob and the team there are trying to bring to the kids in their community. So I think that's really important work, and anything that I can ever do to support that kind of thing, I will always jump up to do whenever I can. So I'm really excited to have had the opportunity to help with that. And actually, it's not too far from where we live. And we will actually be camping that weekend at a campground that's kind of in between where we live and in between where his YMCA location is. So I think I'm actually going to plan for us to go out there and visit their event that day. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'm going to get some work done here in the garden. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Where are you at? What are you planting? I'm trying to decide what to put in behind me. I have some plants going already, some squash plants and stuff that I put in pots, but trying to kind of decide still how I'm gonna lay this garden space out. You guys know that I am known as the lazy gardener. So I don't have a plan. I should have had a plan already. I don't have one. I'm just gonna put my drip tape in and throw some seeds down and hope for the best, because I still willy-nilly stuff all the time. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna get to work. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope it's as gorgeous wherever you are as it is here. And happy Friday. Talk to you later. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Find out what makes you happy. Find out what makes your heart sing. Do more of that. Love you guys, bye. All right, let's get some of these broccolis out of here. Now, I don't have a fancy knife, you guys, so I just use this little curved knife from my kitchen. But I have several heads of broccoli here ready to come out, so I'm just kind of gonna cut the bottom there and take this little guy right off. Like I said before, if you remove the crown and leave the plant, you're gonna get some extra shoots that'll come off. Some extra florets will come from the sides, and that's kind of a good way to get a little extra out of these. You can also eat the broccoli leaves. I'll look for maybe a good recipe that I can post below for you for that. But there's our first crown. Let's see if I can get in there. There we go. This was just, I mean, if I would have let this broccoli go another day or two, it would have been too far gone. It's ready. It is definitely ready. For those that don't know, those little tiny buds, it's flowers. And so if I'd have let this go too much longer, this broccoli definitely would have tried to go to flower. So I'm gonna get going, getting the rest of these out, and then I'll turn you guys back on and show you what we got. Okay, so when I really got in there, I realized that about half of my plants were definitely ready to harvest. I mean, if they'd have stayed on those plants another day or two, they would probably be wanting to start to flower out and get a little bitter. But about half of them I really think need to stay on another day or two. So I took a few out. I'll show you what those look like. That's it for me for today. If you've never grown broccoli, I will say I had never grown broccoli before. Broccoli and cauliflower for me this winter were the easiest things to grow. I had 0 pests in either one, which you know how I battle the pests. 0 disease. I will say now, getting that we've had a couple more, a little bit more warmer weather here in Tampa, that I did notice some of the leaves on the broccoli plants looking a little so I think it's definitely a good time to get these plants out of here. But in general, nothing. I had zero problems. Easiest thing I've ever grown. Everyone in my family happens to love broccoli and cauliflower, so for me that's a huge win. My kids love it, my husband and I love it, so definitely something that we'll always eat. And now that I know that, you can be sure that next fall or late this year, I will be planting a ton of broccoli. I will be finding places to stuff broccoli and cauliflower plants that I don't even know. My husband doesn't even know that I'm gonna find yet. And I'm definitely doing it because it was so easy. So definitely if you haven't grown it before, give it a try. You can grow these cooler things here in Florida. It's not a big deal. You just got to do it at the right time, and that is absolutely not when the rest of the country is doing it. Because if you're watching those shows now and thinking to yourself, maybe I'll start some broccoli seeds in a few weeks, and you're down here, I wouldn't recommend that. It just gets a little too hot. So this was my first year. Seems like I did it at the right time. We're getting a good harvest. This is actually my third round of broccoli, so it's great. Anyway, that's it. I'm finally done. I know I keep saying that, but I really am done. I'll show you what the broccoli bowl looked like when I was done, and put a few pictures at the bottom here for you, or at the end of the video. And that's it. I'm really leaving. Goodbye. Have a great one. Have a good weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, it's Jess at Seeds Insanity. It is a breezy and cool day here in Tampa, and August. Yep, hey, look, say hi.
Hi.
And August. It is a breezy and cool day here in Tampa. We've been having what might be our last major cold front of the year, they say. So it's been pretty chilly, but we are excited because we have new toys. We have new stuff from Haas Tools came in. This is my single tine cultivator, which y'all know I have wanted for a while. So I'm very excited to bust it open. And we also got our drip tape system in. So my husband is gonna work on getting that laid out and planned out, and see if there's any other pieces we need to get it all set up the way we want. Our garden right behind us is doing great. We've got broccoli coming on, about 12 plants right now. And
flowers coming on.
yeah, that's coming on too. So yeah, we're just gonna do a work day around the house today and see what we can get done. All right, so we've got our water pressure regulator and filters set up. Then we've got our piece of mainline tube. This is gonna go from our faucet over there, there we are, faucet's there. It's gonna come right across here. Then we're gonna branch out. We're gonna do 2 rows of drip tape here. So I'm gonna do 1 row kind of towards the back end of the bed, and then 1 row of tape towards the front end of the bed. I tend to plant, even though it's a narrow space, I tend to plant a back row like I have there with a little bit of peas. I grow beans and some other things right on the fence, and then usually plant some other stuff towards the front of the row. So I dug a trench, and I'm burying that drip tape down. It's going all the way down to the end, and then I've got my second row of drip tape ready to go into the next trench I dig. So that's where we're at. We're getting this first zone done. These 2 rows are going to be 1 zone that we'll be able to control with a valve. That way we can water them separately from the area back there. The area back there does not get nearly as many hours of sun, at least in this time of the year. It'll get a little bit more as we get a little farther and closer into summer, but for this time of year it doesn't, and I don't want it to get too wet back there. So we're actually going to do it on 2 separate zones. So it looks like a hose graveyard right now, but very exciting getting this drip tape in. So check back in a little bit and show you how it's going. All right, that's where my video abruptly ends. See you guys another day. Bye.